Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. I'm sorry I was away last week. I had the worst flu. I caught it at a family gathering for Thanksgiving, and I don't think I've felt the flu that bad since I was a child. I'm still not 100%, but I really wanted to get on and do a little something. I'm using the Sweet Candy Canes bundle, which is still available, retiring but still available, along with the Stylish Shapes dies for the Sentiment. Now, I'm not sure if these are in stock right now, but they will be coming back in stock. Or you could use any label, long label for your sentiment. Alright, so this box measures 4 1/4 by 2 by 3/4, and inside it will fit 8 of the Russell Stover chocolate Santas, which come like this. I got them at Walmart. They're always on the bottom shelf near like the boxes of candy. But you can, I think, look it up online and either pick up in store or it'll show you where you can get it. Alright, so what we need for this project is a piece of garden green cardstock that is 6 1/4 by 6. A piece of basic white for stamping. Now, I think that the Sweetest Christmas DSP has sold out because I didn't see it on there, but you could use whatever paper you have that's just a red. I wouldn't put anything with stripes because of the candy cane, but polka dots or any other pattern would be great. So 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 4, 2 pieces that are 3/4 by 4, and 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 3/4. All right, now, I don't, if you've watched me before, the last time I did a project with this, I discovered I lost the stamp. So my very lovely friend Sandy sent some to me and I cut them out. Yeah, it's missing. I must have, I stamped it once because I have it here. So I must have just lost it. Hopefully it will turn up eventually in my craft room. But thank you so much, Sandy, for sending these to me. And I cut them out. It's hard when you lose a piece of a stamp set, right? All right, so we need to stamp 2 of these in garden green. Unfortunately, I don't have them to stamp anymore. All right, so let's start with our piece of garden green cardstock that is 6 1/4 by 6. This is my new host code. Please put this in if you're going to spend anything under $150, and I can send you a little gift for entering the host code. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to start on the 6 1/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 3/4, 5, and 5 3/4. And we're going to turn it to the 6 inch side, and we're going to score at 3/4, 2 3/4, 3 1/2, and 5 1/2. Okay. Okay, I'm going to fold and burnish with my bone folder. Alright, so how I have it here is there is the skinny rectangles on the left-hand side and the top, and there is 3/4 inch strips on the bottom and the right. And this is what we're going to do. Okay. Alright, so we're going to start on the bottom left, and we're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, then wedge up into the piece above it. We're going to go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge each side of the square. Go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and then wedge each side of the square. Now we're going to turn it to the other side. And we're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, get rid of this rectangle on the bottom, and wedge each side of the square. Okay, I'm going to go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, next score line, cut it to the second score line. We're going to get rid of this piece on the bottom, and wedge each side of the square. Now what we want to do is get rid of these 4 pieces. There are 3 rectangles and a little square. So turn it to this side, a quarter turn, go to the second score line, and cut it to the second score line. And that will give us the back of our box. Okay, then what we're going to do is round the corners of this top flap. This one is a 1-inch corner rounder, but you can use whatever corner rounder you have. And that's what your box should look like after you're done scoring it and cutting it. Okay, because I'm going to cut a little finger hole out of the back here, and this is a pretty small, it's only 3/4 inch high, so I won't be able to put my really big small hole punch. But if you have one that's less than a 3/4 inch, you can do this after you put the box together. But I need to put one of our pieces of DSP, which is 1 3/4 by 4, on that back piece so that I can clip that partial circle out of it. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a partial circle out of this back piece. Okay, and that'll make it easier for us to open it later. Alright, before I put the rest of my DSP, I'm going to get my tear and tape, and I'm going to put, alright, I'm just starting a new roll of tear and tape. Okie. Alright, so we're going to put tear and tape on the skinny rectangle that's on the left hand side, and I'm going to get it right next to the score line. Alright, I'm going to get my take your pick tool, and I'm going to take the backing off. I'm going to flip over the whole thing and then flip the other side to meet the tape. Alrighty, so this is the back of our box. I'm just going to close this in so we get a nice square. Alright, and then we're going to put the sides and the back, and then I'm going to put some liquid glue on the bottom here. Alright, so let's put the other piece of DSP that is 1 3/4 by 4 on the front. Okay, and then the 2 pieces that are 3/4 by 4 on the long sides, and 1 3/4 by 3/4 on the short sides. So let's just let this dry while we do some stamping. Alright, we're going to be using both of the candy canes and both of, well, only one, but we're going to cut 2 of these. I think they're mistletoes or just sprigs. So you need to do 2, but I don't have them, so I'll just put them right here. My poor stamp. Alright, so for the sprigs I used garden green, or Sandy used garden green for me. And real red was what we're going to do the 2 candy canes in. Just 2 of those. And then we're going to do the sentiment Merry and Bright in garden green also. Great. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to be using these 2 candy canes to cut these 2. These 2, they give you 2 of the sprigs, so I can cut them at once. And for the sentiment, I'm going to put this, now this is a little larger than the die, so I just make sure that I put it on the left and right as close to each as I can. And then just a little bit of the top is going to be underneath the top of that die, and we get it pretty good. Alright, let me just state that, and I'll cut the rest of them, and I'll be right back. Okay, here's our 2 candy canes, and here is our sentiment. I always struggle with figuring out where it is on the, there we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn this to the front, so the little finger piece is on the back. And first we're going to use the candy cane that hooks to the left. We're going to put that down right like this towards the top on the left hand side Alrighty, and I'm just going to put this on with liquid glue. Okay, now I'm going to get dimensionals for the other candy cane, and we're going to put it a little bit lower, and it's going to go this way since it hooks to the right. And I'm just going to put it with the bottom kind of in the corner over to the left. And just press it on like that. Alrighty, then about in the middle of the box, I'm going to attach these two sprigs. The left one up high and the right one down low, going low. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of curl this sentiment with my finger and then bend the end a little bit back. Alright, and then we're going to put that right about there. I'm going to put a dimensional right here. Let's see if that works out. Yeah, that's fine. And then a little bit of glue on the beginning. I'm just going to try to curl this up a little. There we go. Alrighty. Now, we're going to get our iridescent, glittered organdy ribbon. And I'm just going to tie a bow. Okie dokie. Decide which side you like better. I like this side. And then we're just going to put this right in the middle with 2 glue dots and a dot of glue on the middle. And I'm just going to put that right over the end of the tag. And the glue dots will hold it there until the glue adheres. And then you'll have a triple way to keep it on there. Alright, let's put our Brussels Stouffer guys in. How you're going to do this is you're just going to slide them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. I didn't get 8 out. I thought I had 8 out. Let's see. I ripped this bag down pretty badly. I hate it when I do that. 7 and 8. Now you could always put something else in there. I think a Reese's tree will fit in here. I'm going to be doing a different box for a Reese's tree before Christmas, hopefully soon. Okay, now for the final touch, we're going to use some Festive Pearls, which these are carrying over, so that's good. I'm going to use the silver ones and the other side, the sticky side of my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to put one right there, one up there, and one down here. And that's it. If you have any questions, my email is below. And if you would like to purchase anything, my link is below for the shop. Also, my Facebook group is In the Pink Designs by Cathryn Papercraft group. You can join it. There's no restrictions or questions to answer, but in there is where I usually say, I'm sorry I missed today's video, I'm not feeling well, or I put my host code in there. So it'd be great if you would join. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the like button if you like my project today. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye.